A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a decisive move that signals a significant shift in Europe's energy policy, the European Commission has unveiled a comprehensive roadmap aimed at ending the European Union's reliance on Russian energy sources by the end of 2027. This ambitious plan comes in the wake of Russia's invasion of Ukraine, which has prompted the EU to reassess its energy relationships and security strategies. At a news conference held in Strasbourg, European Commissioner for Energy Dan Jorgensen emphasized the necessity of this initiative, stating, "No more will we permit Russia to weaponize energy against us. No more will we indirectly help fill up the Kremlin's war chests." This statement underscores the EU's commitment to severing ties with Russian energy suppliers, a move that has been long anticipated since the onset of the conflict in Ukraine in 2022. The roadmap outlines a phased approach to banning imports of all Russian gas and liquefied natural gas, LNG, across EU member states. The European Commission plans to present a set of legislative proposals in June, which will require all EU nations to develop national plans to phase out Russian gas, nuclear fuel, and oil imports. By the end of 2027, EU member states must submit detailed strategies on how they intend to replace Russian oil imports, as well as plans to eliminate reliance on Russian uranium and other nuclear materials. This comprehensive strategy aims to enhance energy efficiency, accelerate the deployment of renewable energy, and diversify energy supplies away from Russia. Despite a notable reduction in dependence on Russian energy since the invasion, the EU still imports a substantial amount from Russia. Reports indicate that gas imports from Russia have decreased from 45% in 2021 to 19% in 2024, while the share of Russian oil imports has plummeted from 27% at the beginning of 2022 to just 3% now. However, there remains a pressing need to address the EU's reliance on Russian nuclear supplies, as over 14% of uranium in the EU is sourced from Russia as of 2024. The ongoing reliance on Russian gas, oil, and nuclear fuel not only poses risks to the EU's economic security, but also indirectly finances Russia's war economy. Jorgensen acknowledged the progress made thus far, but stressed that more needs to be done, stating, "We've come far, but not far enough." He assured that the measures to phase out Russian energy would be implemented gradually to minimize the impact on EU economies. Additionally, the roadmap aims to target Russia's use of shadow fleets, oil tankers with obscure ownership and insurance, used to maintain oil exports and circumvent sanctions. The geopolitical landscape surrounding this initiative is complex, as some EU member states continue to maintain energy imports from Russia. Countries such as Greece, Hungary, and Slovakia still rely on Russian gas, while others like Austria, Poland, and the Baltic states have successfully phased out their imports. Notably, Hungary and Slovakia have been identified as close allies of President Putin and have previously blocked EU military assistance to Ukraine, leading to concerns about their opposition to the Commission's gas plans. In response to potential dissent, the EU's executive branch is prepared to propose a system requiring endorsement from only about two-thirds of the 27 member countries, potentially bypassing vetoes from individual nations. Jorgensen stated that by the end of this year, every EU country would be required to submit plans detailing how they will cease imports of Russian energy. Existing spot market contracts would also be phased out, which could eliminate approximately one-third of current imports. Jorgensen acknowledged that the plan would encounter challenges but emphasized the need for coordinated action, stating, "Russia is a threat to all of us. Therefore, we must act." As the EU embarks on this transformative journey, the implications of reducing reliance on Russian energy are far-reaching. The roadmap not only aims to bolster energy security but also seeks to send a clear message to Moscow that Europe will not tolerate the weaponization of energy resources. The upcoming months will be crucial as member states develop their national plans and work collaboratively to achieve the ambitious goals set forth by the European Commission. The world will be watching closely as Europe navigates this critical juncture in its energy policy, seeking to emerge stronger and more independent in the face of geopolitical challenges. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.